Hey Dragons! Today we're reading a New Zealand article called When It Comes to Number of Moons, Saturn Runs Rings Around Jupiter. Please follow along as I read the article to you. When we are finished reading, you will go ahead and click the link to Padlet in the description box below and answer the question. Let's get started. When it comes to number of moons, Saturn runs rings around Jupiter. Written by the Associated Press and adapted by the New Zealand staff on October 18, 2019. Scientists have made a new discovery about the moons in our solar system. Our solar system includes the Sun and all of the planets and moons that travel around it. Which planet in our solar system has the most moons? Scientists thought that Jupiter, with 79 moons, had the most moons in our solar system. On October 7th, scientists said they found 20 new moons around Saturn, though. That means the planet has a total of 82 moons. Saturn has 3 more moons than Jupiter. More moons may be out there. Astronomer Scott Shepard studies outer space. He works at the Carnegie Institution for Science in Washington, D.C. It was fun to find that Saturn is the true moon king, he said. Big fans of Jupiter do not have to be disappointed, though. Jupiter is the biggest planet and still has the biggest moon. Jupiter's Ganymede moon is almost half the size of Earth. By contrast, Saturn's 20 new moons are very small. Each one is only about 3 miles around. Shepard and his team used a telescope in Hawaii to spot Saturn's 20 new moons. They found them over the summer. There may be more moons to discover. About 100 even tinier moons may be orbiting Saturn, he said. Orbiting is when objects in space follow a circular path around something else. Moons may be clues to how the planets formed. Astronomers have pretty much completed counting the moons they can see. In the future, larger telescopes will be needed to see anything smaller. For now, they can see moons as small as 3 miles around Saturn and 1 mile around Jupiter, Shepard said. It's harder to spot mini-moons around Saturn than it is around Jupiter, Shepard said. This is because Saturn is much farther away. Shepard said that Saturn has more moons even though it is harder to find them. That shows just how many moons Saturn has collected over time, he said. It's possible that larger parent moons broke apart right after Saturn formed. They could have split into these baby moons. 17 of Saturn's new moons orbit the planet in the opposite, or retrograde, direction. The other 3 circle in the same direction that Saturn rotates. They're so far from Saturn that it takes 2 to 3 years to complete a single orbit. Shepard said that these moons are left over from the objects that helped form the planets. By studying them, we are learning about what the planets formed from, he said. Scientists want to name new moons. Last year, Shepard found 12 new moons around Jupiter. The Carnegie Institution had a moon naming contest for them. Another is planned for Saturn's new moons. Scientists still do not know whether any planet beyond our solar system have even more moons. For now, Saturn has the most known moons.